I started out with five priorities that I wanted to work on for the city this year, and some principles that I've shared in approaching at least one of them. So the first one, of course, is a $380 million budget deficit that we have. And it's obviously a deficit that I'm used to, having been the city administrator for the past 5 years, and having gone through when it was almost twice as large. And having felt that we've cut to the bone and keep cutting now, we are into consolidating and reconsolidating efforts in which to make government much more efficient, and seeing whether there's any duplication, any waste that we can think of, and still trying to preserve a good core of services for our citizenry. So that budget is still large. It is one that's going to take some discipline with the number of departments that we have. Within that budget, I shared with the department heads and the presidents of the commissions who I met with, and my own budget staff. They were asking the question, how would you want to approach this budget? It's often been said that budgets are a reflection of your values, and I actually believe in that. So I spent some time going through with the staff and the commissions what I wanted the budget to reflect in a general way, not telling them exactly where we need to cut, because that'll be coming forth fairly soon. So that I shared with them pretty much three basic principles, and they began with one that I wanted the city to be safe. Having the city safe in really two arenas: safe in certainly public safety, safe. Having all of the law enforcement agencies and public safety and community policing, all of that, making the city continue to be safe for residents and businesses and visitors. But I also meant in that definition safe from kind of a core level of social services, the kind of core network of services that we've historically provided, safe in that sense, that we keep that level of services going as best we can. The second principle I shared is I want the city to be solvent, that we establish and reinforce programs that we can afford to pay for. And also within that solvency is that we have to tackle pension reform, because that's the big leak, if you will, in our solvency right now. And I'll go into a little more detail, because that's one of my 5 priorities for the city. And then finally, the third principle that I shared with staff and department heads was that I wanted the city to be successful. That is, to suggest to them that a lot of things that we have done traditionally and new things that we're doing to make the city an exciting place to live and to work and to have events at. So clearly it means saving businesses like Twitter and the new kind of businesses that we want established in the city: biotech, green tech jobs, the fulfillment of our whole Mission Bay arena, and the relationships, the exciting ones that we have with entities like UCSF and the Med Center. Those, I think, are the cutting edge of new jobs in the city, and they make the city very, very exciting to come to work for, along with the level of entertainment, the great food establishments we have, the conventions that we have, makes the city very, very vibrant. So as much as I can define how the city could be successful, I shared those principles of being safe, being solvent, and being successful as kind of a guide towards approaching the budget.